So you're buying a new construction home and the builder has a preferred lender they want you to work with. What do you do? Hey, it's Craig back with another Mortgage Minute, and I want to talk to you about something that is a pretty frequent thing. If you go and purchase a home in a subdivision where there is a builder building homes in the subdivision, there's a very high likelihood that that builder is going to have a preferred lender. The builder may even own part of the mortgage company that they're trying to incent you to work with. And typically, what builders will do is they will say, hey, listen, I will pay some of your closing cost if you use my lender. Okay. And I know that sometimes when that comes up from a buyer's point of view, they're like, well, wait a minute, why are you telling me what lender I have to work with? Well, there's a reason why. Okay. And when you understand the rationale behind it, and a couple other things, you can really maximize this thing. First and foremost, most important thing to understand is you do not have to use that builder's lender. Okay. They, a lot of times, the salespeople for builders might try to, well, we use the word strong arm you a little bit and say, oh, no, we really need you to, to use our lender. Sometimes they will tell you that they won't even go under contract with you unless you get pre-approved with their preferred lender. The reason they're wanting you to do that is if you go through all that trouble, you are more likely to use that lender, even if you don't like working with that lender. Okay. But understand something, you do not have to use that lender. With that said, the builder does own the house that they are selling you. So they certainly can make it a stipulation of them giving you closing costs for you to use that particular lender. So you just have to know that going into it. So what do? Do you always just assume that the builder's lender is giving you the best deal? Absolutely not. Okay. Here's what I would tell you to do. If you're in a situation to where you're buying new construction and the builder is going to pay some closing costs for you to use their preferred lender, if you've already gotten pre-approved with another lender that really excited to work with, make sure you give that lender the loan estimate from the builder's lender at the time that you're going to be locking your rate in, okay? So that the lender that you originally were going to work with could look at it and see, hey, could they potentially do a better deal than what you're getting from the builder's lender, okay? Now, here's why that's important. I want you to think about it. The lender that the builder is kind of pushing you towards, they have all this business coming in that's really being forced to work with them in a way, right? What's the chances they're always going to give you the very best deal they could give you? I'll go ahead and tell you, very low chances of that. Okay. So if you don't double check what they're telling you with another lender, guess what? You're the one paying for everybody else's discount because they're going to charge you potentially a higher rate than they might charge someone else. And you never knew it because you never checked on it. So always double check what a builder's lender is telling you as far as what they can do for you, because you want to make sure that you're getting the best deal that you can get. Okay. And here's the thing, maybe it's an instance to where you check with another lender and then you come back to the builder's lender and say, hey, look, I'm getting a lower rate somewhere else. Watch how quickly that builder's lender will then say, well, wait a minute, we can lower our rate. Guess what? They could have done that to begin with. They just weren't going to unless you called them out on it. The other thing you could do is if you check with a different lender and you truly would be getting a lower rate with a different lender, go back to the builder and say, hey, listen, I don't like this. You're forcing me to use this particular lender here. You're telling me you're going to give me closing costs to do that, but yet I go to a different lender and I'm getting better terms. Because there's one thing you need to understand about buying new construction. When the builder says they're going to give you $10,000 in closing costs, guess what? They're not giving you anything. They have priced that into the sales price of their home. They priced the home knowing they were going to, quote unquote, give you that $10,000 in closing costs. So you're paying for it through a higher sales price. All right. Now, here's the thing, that builder does own the house and they don't have to sell you that house. So they, you got to keep that in mind, but they're not giving you anything. Okay. I tell people all the time, these builders that are major builders, they don't give away millions and millions of dollars because they're good people. They're not giving anything away. They're pricing it into the home and then turn around and telling you that they're giving you a discount because they want you to work with their lender. Now, understand something. The fact they want you to work with their lender is not always a bad motivation. A lot of times they like their clients to use the same lender because they get into a flow with that lender. They're closing multiple homes and they're not having to deal with 10 different, 20 different mortgage companies, which I do understand that. Okay. But I'm saying from your perspective, you want to make sure that you're getting a fair deal. Okay. So if you're out buying new construction and you're being offered incentives from the builder's lender and you think, I'm just going to use the builder's lender because they're going to give me the same deal everybody else is giving me, that's a mistake. Feel free to call me. I'd be happy to look at it with you. Worst case is I'm going to look at it and go, you know what? That's a good deal. Okay. And at least you know. But I'm telling you, if you don't double check, you're paying for everybody else's discount. So if you have any questions about that, give me a call, 615-498-5626. And I appreciate you watching.